Greetings, metal community. It's Roger back with another video. It's a different one. Top 10 list. It's not often I do that. I'm planning on doing more of them, but kind of just seems to get too much stuff in the way. But I was going through some EPs this weekend and listening to a lot of that, remembering René from Holds by Metal and also Jürgen Aumann did a similar video, but I think that was just general, their top 10. I mean, I couldn't do a top 10 with all the genres involved because there's too many awesome EPs out there. So I went with the 90s and death metal this time around. I've probably forgotten several, but that's just how it is. I also kind of left out EPs that are having cover songs because they kind of pull down the overall feel for me when it comes to, you know me, I'm not a big fan of cover songs. It's the right place to do it if you want to do a cover song, but for me, if I have two similarly equally good EPs, I will always choose the one without a cover song. So yeah, and this is an honorable mention. Playing in the background is Anathema with the Crestfallen EP. It was released back in 90. When was this? 93 or something? I don't remember. 91. There you go. Or at least recorded 91. So yeah, one of the early death doom bands from England. Could have been on the list, but it didn't make the list. So yeah, just gonna get into it straight away. Enough blubbering, you know what it is. And as I said before, you know, doing top 10 lists is kind of like, they will always change and there will always be something you have forgotten that should have been there and so on and so forth. But this was kind of what sprung to mind when I was looking through my stuff. Starting with number 10, Norwegian Molested with Stormvold. It's a 5-track EP. This is, of course, the worn-out digipack from, was this 95? Yeah, 95. Great, brutal, I mean, especially the vocals here are brutal. The riffing here is quite cool. It doesn't sound like anything else back then, at least. And, you know, death metal in Norway wasn't, a massive kind of scene for death metal. This is out on FAG Records, which was a small Norwegian label. But yeah, if you haven't heard this, it's awesome. I think a lot of people know about Bloddraum, the full-length album that came before this. But this is a little bit better production on it and also not so chaotic in the music. It's a little bit better structure on it. But yeah, sadly this was the last they did, and I hope they would have continued. Killer EP by Molested. And we are going to some very known stuff. This was late in the 90s, but Suffocation, Despise The Sun. I mean, Suffocation back then was kind of a little bit on and off. I felt death metal in general was not. There was not a lot of great death metal coming out like in late 90s, but this is definitely one that's got a lot of spins for me, and still, you know, Suffocation is still one of the best death metal bands out there, like if you look at discography and how long they've been going. So yeah, I just think this is a killer EP. We're going to Poland and one of the best Polish bands in my opinion, which is Vader. This is Kingdom, came out, I think it was 98, but I'm not quite sure. But late 80s, late 90s, at least. It was recorded 98, so I'm pretty sure. This is they have some remixes and stuff that is not like cool, but Kingdom is one of the coolest songs by Vader. It's a slower song and really more kind of a catchy death metal song. totally like different from what they have done, but I just think it's an awesome song. But yeah, great EP, and Vader, I mean, they haven't done anything bad in my opinion, and therefore they have easily got into this list. And we are getting into the more, yeah, I don't think I have any obscure left, or obscure, but of course had to have this Retribution for the Dead with Autopsy 3-track. Short EP, but yeah, their best. I mean, you could have gone with the other one that came out almost at the same time, but yeah, 1991. This is of course a repress. I don't know what year this repress came out, but a couple of years ago. But yeah, I mean, in the Grip of Winter, awesome track. Of course, you can say that, you know, it's only 3 songs and it should be easy to make a killer EP. And I do agree, but for me, all these are top-notch without any faults. Yeah, another one that was pretty... one of the first I thought of was Dismember, Pieces. This is the old Nuclear Blast release. Kind of very bare to the bone, but that was how it was done back in the days, so yeah. I think everybody knows this EP, and I mean, the Dismember is kind of also a killer discography, so, but Pieces and the 2 first full lengths are the best in my opinion. Then we're going to England, and this is Death Doom, Legends, My Dying Bride with Symphonere Infernus et Spera something. Yeah, you know this. I fucking love this. I bought it when it came out. This is one of these slim case. It's broken, but yeah, OG press. It's been having a lot of spins, so but yeah, it looks like this. And yeah, when I remember when we saw the video for the main track where I was just walking in some landscape, but that song was so damn heavy, and you know, the more brutal tracks or track here, you know, with damn God Is Alone, you know, it's a fucking banger of a song. Top notch Death Doom. Another legendary band, but they don't give us much to listen to, so we listen to it a lot, and yeah. Sadistic Intent, Resurrection. Needed to have some Sadistic Intent here. This is a 2024 reissue from Iron Pegasus Records. Has some live or rehearsal and live tracks on the B-side, but yeah, killer EP by Sadistic Intent. And yes, as all, we want a full length from them, but I don't think that will happen. Then we are on 3rd place, and again, Swedish classics, Grave, and Here I Die Satisfied. Yeah, just fucking killer stuff. Grave is one of my favorite Swedish death metal bands of all times. Of course, not Hating Life, but that was just a Hating Life release. So yeah, killer song. Everything here is kick-ass, great. Been playing this a lot, and it was very nice to get it on a... I do have it on like a split CD as well from earlier on, but it was very nice to get this on. Yeah, this was Osmos did reissue this year actually, so very cool. And on 2nd place we're going to the United States of America, and again a little bit death doomy. Dusk with Dusk. This album is so fucking heavy, and yeah, one of the heaviest death metal albums or EPs ever made. It is about half an hour long, but it's listed as an EP, so I pull it in. This is of course the original Cyber Music release, but if you haven't heard the Dusk and the the first EP, I mean, this is so fucking heavy and juicy vocals, and it's just brutally heavy, to be honest. Of course, the cool legendary backside as well, but fucking legend release. Everybody who's into slower death metal should have that in your collection. Also check out their album from last year, which was awesome. Then we're coming to my favorite EP and one of the best releases, again from Sweden. One of the best death metal releases that I have, regardless, and that's Gardens of Grief at the Gates. This is the original Dolores Records. Dolores 005 up in the corner there. Order it straight from the label back in the good old days. But yeah, fucking excellent death metal. Lot of tempo changes or riff changes. A little bit chaotic, but it's so damn good. And Tompa's vocals on this is fantastic. I also, dig their first full length as well. That are their best releases, but this is just, yeah, you have to have it. And I also have this reissued, 10-inch from Back on Black, a little bit paler cover artwork, and of course the CD edition from Black Sun Records. Again, a slim case release, but yeah, absolutely crushing, banging banger of an album or EP, and yeah, fucking love this. If you don't have this in your collection or never heard this and are into death metal, go and give it a listen. I will link it up below so you can go and check it out. If there's some newer people to death metal, this might be some nice stuff for you to check out. That was all for this video. I probably will do... I did see Jeff over at American Media do a cool video the other day, so I might do a response for that. Kind of traveling around the world a little bit, so I might jump on that. We'll try and do something for Sean Beast as well before his kind of competition ends, but let's see what time I have for it. But yeah, thanks as always for watching, subscribing and commenting. Until next time, vi kör.